Hi, I'm Kirk from The Next Level Now. I'm going to make an embarrassing confession. I am a Pittsburgh Pirate baseball fan. I love my Pirates, and I enjoy watching baseball. And it seems that every year around the All-Star break, somewhere around July, I get disgusted because my Pirates are cellar dwellers and they seem to love to live in the basement of the division. And I yell at the TV, "I'll never watch you again." And every spring, I start to look at the sports apps and I start to see that, Pirates did this, Pirates did that. And by the time the Grapefruit League starts, maybe a game or two in, I'm starting to pick up a couple innings here and a couple innings there. And I get hooked all over again. I just love baseball. I love watching a great pitching duel. I love watching pitchers who know what they're doing and are able to do it, move that ball inside, outside, up high, down low, breaking ball, change of speed. They can have that batter so flummoxed that even a great hitter doesn't know what to expect. And yesterday, I was catching a few innings of a Grapefruit League game between the Pirates and Tampa Bay, and I was watching a kid pitch who I had never seen before. I have no idea where the Pirates even got him. And he was pitching a whale of a set of innings. He pitched 3 innings to start the game. And these guys were just like, they were swinging toothpicks at that ball. They could not hit him to save their souls. And I thought, wow, that's going to be a nice addition to the team. And let it go. This morning when I got up, I turned on my sports app and was just kind of scrolling through for a few moments, and I came across an interview that one of the Pittsburgh sports writers had done with this young man. And as the interview developed, I learned that he wasn't such a young man. He'd been around for a number of years. I learned that he had had a couple of Tommy John surgeries where they replaced some nerve tissue and ligaments and tendons in the elbow. Those are tough to come back from. I learned that he had had a lot of low back issues. I learned that he had a lot of different things physically going wrong for him. Now, as a chiropractor, I knew that a lot of the things that he was talking about getting these injuries had to do with mechanics, how he was throwing, how he was pitching. More than likely, he had a lot of talent, but was relying on the talent as opposed to developing what he was supposed to do physically to complement and enhance that talent. And that has obviously cost him some time as a professional, but it was great to see that he was back in there and he was doing what he needed to be doing. His mindset was right to finally accept that he had to make some changes. And then the question came, when did the light go on for you that you were able to come up to the pros and stay here and do well? And this guy turned to the interviewer and he said, it snapped on for me when I realized that I had to change my way of thinking. I had to address this from a different standpoint. And that really connected with me, and I was so proud of that young man, young man, because he's finally figured it out. You see, in order for us to get ahead at anything, we have to change the way we think. This guy had figured it out that he needed to not bull his way through and try to carry himself on just pure talent. He needed to grow. He needed to expand. He needed to learn. He learned that he needed to change his body dynamics. He learned that he needed to change his diet, how he ate, what he ate, how he took care of himself. And you see, my friends, this is true for all of us. We can have this goal in mind, but if we keep shoving the square peg in the round hole, we're never going to get there. More often than not, it's a mind, body, spirit combination. You have to have the mindset that says, okay, I'm going to listen to a new idea. Okay, I'm going to be teachable. You can teach me this idea, and I can decide at that point whether to apply it or not, instead of just rejecting out of hand because it doesn't fit with how you've been thinking in the past. You have to be of the mindset to recognize and realize that your mind has to be clear, your body has to be healthy, you have to take care of things, and so much of that depends on us eating properly, having the right metabolic conditions in our body to keep the body fat low, the muscle mass high, to keep us with a high energy level. We have to be able to do these things, and that means changing again some of the things that we like to do. That means having to change and get away from the high glycemic index foods, the cookies, the cakes, the high sugar content drinks. All of these things that are detracting from our clarity of mind, detracting from our body physique, allowing us to do what we want to do. And then you have to be spiritually satisfied. You have to say, I trust, I believe, I know that I am in a great place, and I know that the universe, God, your creator, whoever it is going to be here to carry the rest of the way for you on his shoulders. So these are things that struck me from one little baseball interview, but these are things that you need to be aware of moving forward. These are the things that we can help you with at the next level now. We can help you with leadership. We can help coach you on nutrition. We can help you learn how to be a better communicator. We can teach you all of these things, but you have to make the choices. You have to be like this young pitcher and make the decisions. Clean up the body stuff. Eat better. And if you want to have a conversation with me on that, if you're open to that idea, I have something that I think will change your life. If you're looking for some guidance on how to be more successful, how to be a better communicator, make sure that you talk to Tamika and I and set up some coaching so that we can help take you to that next level. That's why we are the next level now. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.